I'm Tammera L. Holmes, the founder and CEO of Aerostar and the Aerostar Aviation Institute. I am a class of 2000 aviation management degree out of the College of Applied Sciences and Arts. At 28 years old, I launched the Aerostar Consulting Corporation and became one of the first women of color in the world to own and operate an aviation company. I am the third of 7 children. And let anybody tell it, I am the oldest. I act like the oldest. I grew up in a very impoverished household, crime-ridden community just outside of the west side of Chicago. And survival became just a way of life. There were times where there wasn't enough food to eat, to go around. And my safe haven was school. Right around 16 years old, my mom knew I stayed in trouble, so she was always looking for things for me to do. And one Saturday morning, she sent me out to get a Young Eagles flight with the Chicago Tuskegee Airmen chapter. We were flying over Lake Michigan on the most beautiful day, and I knew that day that aviation had not just changed my life, but probably saved my life. I went on to pursue a degree in aviation right here at Southern Illinois University, and I'm like, okay, let's try this management thing out. I went on to have an amazing aviation career as an airport planner and consultant. And while I was working there, I realized that, again, there was no pathway for me as a leader and as an executive. In the 50 years of that company's history, they had never had a woman in the C-suite. I literally have dedicated my career to aviation and aerospace education and creating access and opportunity for young people who look like me, who come from where I come from, women and girls, African American, Latino, to really show them that there is a path to the top for them. What I've learned about the lack of representation of women in STEM careers and in corporate in general really starts right here at university campuses. The lack of mentoring, the lack of females as head of departments, the lack of female instructors in highly technical fields. Coming here and really being able to inspire young women to not just be a part of the future of this country, but be a part of the leadership that's going to lead America into the next generation of innovation, especially in science, technology, engineering, and math. I want to encourage young women while I'm here to raise their hand, to really step up and take charge of their future, to volunteer for more opportunities, to lead, to command the stage, practice public speaking. My advice to women around the world is to show up authentically as yourself. So many times, you know, I was told I was too loud, you know, I was too aggressive, I was too demanding. But those are the exact same characteristics that men have when they show up to work, and they're rewarded for it. And so don't shrink back. Don't just have a seat at the table, you know, have ownership of the table. One of the things that I love about aviation is that airplanes are not designed to go in reverse. You can't just put it in reverse and back up. The thrust is always moving you forward. So as long as everything's in balance and you have the right power and the mechanisms to implement power, just keep pressing forward.